tippy toes. I can show you lame.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Akron. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd down and 6 now.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Ball again. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. It's caught by Mike Evans. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Steelers at 4-8 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Hall again. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. But you look at this defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad?
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. Brian Thomas, 34 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Now inside the 25.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Looking long for Thomas. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Steelers.
Brian Thomas
With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start on the ground with Irving.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4.
He'll look to throw. Evans has it left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. This is caught by Evans. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And a catch right side by Evans. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. A run up the middle with Irving. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A gain there of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Paul want to give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the left sideline. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Let's go.
2nd and 1. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now Hall to start the drive. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Levante David. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Now back to throw.
He's got this to Pickens.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Eluding the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Back to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch.